So Pittsburgh Motor Speedway this weekend, what a good time that was. Beautiful day for racing Saturday. We, like I said, I went down into pits and talked to John Waters and stuff before the race. The track was smooth as glass by the time they got to the feature. They did the 4 abreast salute to the crowd, which was awesome to see late models do. It's the first time I've got to see that with late models. The guy Jim that I made friends with, he's definitely going to be on my contact list. It's always good to make friends with the guys that are behind the scenes to do all the work, because they can get you into places a little early. He's going to reserve a camping spot for me for the Pittsburgher. We're going to go back up there, and I'm hoping that they give me a press pass so I can get up into the press box, talk to the announcers, talk to the flagmans, and maybe get into the pits and talk to some of the drivers of the Lucas Oil Series, which would be Bloomquist and Boom Briggs and Chubb Frank and them guys. As far as the Crate Late feature, Steel City Classic, our home guys, John Waters came in 4th, and Wonderling came in 5th, and Bryce Davis came in 2nd. I know they were teching his car till about 11, which was pretty interesting. That was a long time to have the car in tech. I don't know if they found anything or not. I didn't hear on that, but we're definitely going to go again. It's dry camping up there, so the next time we go, I'm going to take a generator and a portable fire ring. They said we could have fires, and I know there was a big bonfire late in the evening when they were all pulling their haulers up to the camping area, but I was tired and I wasn't going over there, because I figured if I go over there, you know, I'm going to be drinking some beer with the drivers and crew and not get up in time to get to the bull ring, the battle at the bull ring in Bradford, which we went to Sunday night, which was a couple days ago, and where Chubb Frank, Boom Briggs, and Damon Bidwell and all them went to super lights on that quarter mile, which was pretty interesting. I know Chubb Frank got out early, got banged up with a lap car, but I think he could have probably kept racing, but you know, these bigger guys, they get on this smaller track, they don't want to beat and bang with the local guys that can't drive as well. But Damon Bidwell kept right on Chubb Frank's butt, and I'll give Damon credit. You know, he's pretty impressive to watch sometimes. Sometimes you know, it's not what you expect. You know, a local guy can make good sometimes, and with a little bit extra help, maybe a little extra wrenching in there, I think that he could be up there and compete. Me, if I was in the car, it would just be a big set of balls that got me around the track, you know. And but the bull ring was good. We didn't stay for the rest of them. We just went up there for that, because we had a long weekend, and we just went up for mainly that race. And they did driver introductions and stuff like that. Met a nice couple up there. They were 80-some years old, and I can't remember their names, and I'm hoping to find them, because I'd like to put their names on my YouTube channel. They told me and the wife a story about when they were back in 1949. They started coming to Bradford Speedway, where the flagman would actually start the races in between the cars in a straight stretch, so the cars would be flying down each side of it. Now, I don't know about you, but I ain't doing that, and they ain't paying me enough money to do that. So it was just a big difference in the times, and there wasn't any tinned up cars. They were all real vehicles. Probably some of them didn't even have roll cages in them, but the bull ring was a good time. The seats were packed. First time I've ever seen Bradford Speedway with not a seat to be had, and that's good for the Bradford Speedway. That way, you know, Norm Acel, they can get do some more improvements up there. They've been doing a good job with the Bradford Speedway, and a lot of people don't go up there, but I tell you what, the track could have been a little bit better for them guys. They had it really nice for the heats and the time trials, you know, qualifying, but when it came feature time, there was a lot of big dips that, you know, I wish they would have got out of there, because it was causing the cars some fuss that wasn't necessary. And big show like that, take an extra 15 minutes and let's get the crew out there and help out a little bit. But you know, all in all, everything was awesome, and if hopefully you guys, whoever's watching, there's going to be some funny skits and stuff on my channel once I get it up and running, and if you're watching this, then I probably have it up and running. But I'm going to do reviews on everything from camping to the fast food you're getting at the tracks to the bathrooms, how clean. There's going to be a lot of funny stuff in there, and a lot of stuff that I'm going to do with the campers, and hopefully interviews with the drivers and stuff like that. if I can get that press pass for Pittsburgh Motor Speedway to get down there and talk to some of the drivers, you know, that would be a great deal for me and for everybody else, because I'll be asking the questions that, you know, they don't typically get asked, you know what I mean? And maybe one of them would let me put their my GoPros in their cars in the Lucas Oil. I know they're the big drivers, you know, they're bigger than life to some people, but they're just average guys that started driving 4-cylinders and go-karts too. And you know, it's something good for the kids to watch when they're up and coming in the racing. And oh, at Pittsburgh Motor Speedway too, a big shout out to the Super 6 late models. New class this year, which if I ever get in a car, that's probably going to be the one I get into, because you could probably run them on a beer budget, and that's what my paycheck goes to, is beer. So let's call it a beer budget. And okay, we'll see you next time on In the Dirt with Rooster. All right.